you sat in your first full team meeting this morning and surrounded by obviously some fairly accomplished players, and how did that feel?
Yeah, it was pretty surreal. Like on my back shoulder was David Mundy, and in front of me was Lee Spur and these sort of players. So I had to pinch myself at one stage when Ross Lyon was talking, and he was talking about the Hawthorns and the Port Adelaides, and I was just sitting there like, this is actually the AFL now. So it was a pretty big sort of wake-up call that I'm actually here now. So it was pretty interesting, yeah.
Great, Connor. I'll open to the floor.
Connor, can you talk us through playing footy in Bunbury and how big a role that played in becoming the player you are now?
Yeah, so playing in Bunbury was a huge help. It's a very good league down there, the Southwest Footy League. So I got a bit of senior experience down there playing against older guys like big bodies and adults. So you learn how to protect yourself, and you learn how to just use your strengths to sort of get away from the bigger bodies. So yeah.
And in terms of the move to Perth, the thought process that went into that, and was it a difficult decision, or was it one that you felt was essential really?
Yeah, it's really essential for the goal of making the AFL. My brother was already up here, so I had somewhere to stay, so that helped a lot. And just having to do pre-seasons at Swan Districts, you got to come up to that level to make your goal of making the AFL. So yeah, moving up was something that I definitely had to do, and I'm glad that I did it because I had a lot of support around me to help out the move. So.
Who did you support as a kid?
I was a bit of a West Coast fan, but it's sort of died off a fair bit in the last few years. I've sort of just followed certain players in the AFL, so it wasn't necessarily a team anymore.
Died off dramatically in the last 48 hours?
Yeah, for sure. It was basically non-existent this year, so I'm definitely a Freo supporter now. So.
We've seen tall midfielders really start to have a huge impact in the AFL. Do you believe you can use your height a similar way?
Yeah, definitely. I've got a few goals of like working on my overhead marking and things like that to sort of help use my height. So definitely having that height helps a fair bit. Clubs seem to like midfielders who have height these days, so it's something that I will try and use a bit more.
How much did having the 14 games with Swans pretty much set you up for what you're going into?
Yeah, that helped so much. I can't explain how much it helped. It was just going to the 18s, I had a lot of confidence that I'll play well because I was learning off guys that have previously played AFL and just gave you a lot of advice. And then coming back after the carnival, just finishing off the year well with Swans, just being around older guys and bigger bodies and playing senior footy does help a lot, but I don't think much can prepare you for the training and the pre-seasons that's coming up. So it certainly helped.
Is someone like a David Mundy, has it been discussed yet? Are they going to take you under their wing at all?
I'm not sure at the moment. I'll just try and get to know all the players, and at the moment they seem like great blokes. They've welcomed us all in really well, so yeah, I can't wait to get to know them a lot more.
Has anyone from Swan Districts with AFL experience passed on some wisdom in the last few days?
Not in the past few days, but Ryan Davis is an ex-Eagles player, and he just said that it's really ruthless sort of industry and you got to work hard. So.